All right, good morning everyone. Day 2 here. It could rain later, but we don't know, so we're just, dressed for it.
It's actually only about 64 degrees. It's
60s. It's nice. It's cool. This is going to be great for walking around. We're going to take you inside here. This is like a little bonus trip that we got.
Roma Cardinale or
St. Paul?
Something that belongs to the Vatican.
But it's
off the beaten path.
It's like the church outside the walls.
That's right.
And it is St. Paul.
And the plan today is to do the Coliseum.
Yep.
But the timing on the Coliseum is iffy because we all got broken up. So if we don't get in the Coliseum, we'll at least get outside the Coliseum. And then we're going to Vatican City. This is an extra because we're getting a personal tour in between everybody else going inside Coliseum. And
we're going to take you along.
Yeah.
So we're going to head inside and check it out with you.
From Rome.
Okay. Hi, so on this trip we learned that there are actually 4 basilicas associated with the Vatican. Of course, the largest is St. Peter's Basilica, which is in the heart of Vatican City, and our driver took us to St. Paul's Basilica, which I had, quite frankly, never heard of, had never visited. I thought I had, but I realized after I arrived, shortly in a few minutes, I realized, no, I've never been here. So you're about to see a little of St. Paul's Basilica in Rome, outside the walls of Vatican City.
So we're just coming through. This goes quite a ways, so we might want to keep it moving. But there's these really neat pillars here. The samples of all the different stones that they used. I see a lot of granite. What looks like, it's just a ton of granite, maybe some marble at the base. Or sandstone might be being worked with. Not sure, I'll have to find out more about it, and I will share that. Oh, here comes Nydia now. So you said you've been in this section before, huh?
Yes.
You've been back here. Okay.
The last time I came on a land tour.
Amazing stonework everywhere. Just huge pieces and detail.
And this is
so much detail.
But it belongs to the Vatican.
This is pretty neat. Let's see where it goes. Oh yeah, now we're talking. This is amazing. Holy smokes. There we go. All of that, yeah. That is quite the expensive work. All of these columns. This is massive. It goes all the way. All these pillars. All the ceiling work. Just the detail is unreal. I'm going to go up front by the altar. Go check it out. Everything is just on this huge scale. There is nothing small. I have to really angle up and then bring it all down just to see it all. So amazing. So each one of these tablets has got to be 20 feet tall at least. This is a gigantic altar. And it doesn't appear closed. So I'm walking up here. And then I'm going to look back at the congregation area. And it is quite the congregation area. I'm not sure where Nydia is. She's out there somewhere. Okay, so here we are together. And I'm going to go up so you can actually see behind the altar up there. It's huge. That has got to be 50, 60 feet high. And those giant tablets on the walls with, I don't know, I guess every saint's name is on them. Or I'm not sure.
I love the colonnades in here though.
But yeah,
and the gold ceiling.
There is nothing in here that isn't just oversized and impressive and detailed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I follow you.
Very good.
Yeah, that's good. We'll walk you around some more. You get a little bit more scale from back here.
Yeah.
Now, what was this for in the center here? Were they doing like baptisms or
Oh, that's the altar. That's the main altar.
in front here, not in the back? This one up closer?
No, this is the main altar.
That's the actual altar.
Yeah, this in the background.
I thought
Let's do a selfie here.
the
On
one
the steps.
in back was the altar.
No, it's right here. Right here.
Shows what I know. All right. Well, she says that's the altar.
We want picture.
So, well, I'm gonna do a little selfie first, like this, and then we're gonna take a picture.
Okay.
Hey, so here we are at St. Paul's Basilica, where I had never visited, and I have to say I was really, really impressed. First of all, look around. There was hardly anyone there. This is like a gem. I'd never even heard of this, and I was raised Catholic my whole life. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely not on the scale of St. Peter's, but it is gorgeous in its own right. Look at the columns and the sculptures. And what I was really amazed with was the ceilings and the height of the cathedral itself. Actually, the basilica. It's the basilica. So you can see a few of the photographs here that I took of some of the sculptures, and you can see how many levels there are here and how high the columns are. It's a bit like St. Peter's in that it's a optical illusion because you can't see from the ground floor or from where you're standing the height because of the sculptures and because the paintings and because the reliefs are all done in a different way. So after leaving St. Paul's, we quickly went toward the gates of, well, not the gates, but the entrance to the area of the Coliseum. And that's where we hooked up with our friends. But on the way there, we actually saw something quite unique. We actually saw a pyramid, and our driver told us that this pyramid is an actual pyramid that someone in ancient times had seen in Egypt and made them bring over and put in Rome. So along with a few obelisks and a few other Egyptian things, there is a pyramid in Rome.
Crazy there.
We're not doing it.
I grew up. What, you already did it?
No.
Oh my God.
This is it. We're doing it right now.
Okay.
I've already been 5
We're done.
times.
Oh, really?
Oh no, this is it. We're done.
done it all.
We're leaving with you.
Oh, you're leaving with us? Okay.
Yeah.
We went to a place that I haven't
That is pretty crazy.
All
All right, guys. Constantine's Arch. And that's our
And-
pan over. Bit of the Coliseum right there. And we are just giving you guys an outside view. So we have other stuff to show you that's
Way better.
so beautiful along the way.
The
So
outside of the Coliseum is the best part of the Coliseum. I mean, I've been inside. I've seen the ruins. It's cool, but
So-
there's other things we want to see and do.
yep. And since we're here with other people, we're gonna go do it.
That's
And
right.
we're gonna bring you along. See you again.
Hey, so as we mentioned before, I've been to the Coliseum several times. I've done the inside several times. And, you know, as much as I appreciate antiquity and the fact that these ruins exist, there's so much more to see just than ruins. And Dwayne and I both decided, listen, let's not make our traveling friends sit outside and wait for us when we have other things we can see and do together. So we basically just toured the outside very quickly, took a couple of videos and shots, and Dwayne experienced what the Coliseum was. And I think it is best seen and more beautiful for what it is when you see it from the outside. Once you get inside, it's very, very different. With the extra time, though, you can see us here. We travel to the Spanish Steps, Piazza de la Spagna, as they say in the Italian. So here we are. Those are the Spanish Steps, the famous Spanish Steps. There's Dwayne waving at the camera. And we decided that it was really just more important to see more of the city and get a flavor for everything else there was to do. And this is a beautiful piazza, and it's very, very popular for its shopping areas, very high-end shopping. And at this point of the day, we had been going since early morning, and we started to get hungry. In fact, we asked our driver, where do the locals eat? What do you guys do for lunch? And he said, oh, we all go to this pizza place. That's all they sell is pizza. And there's no place to sit. You just grab your pizza and go, or you grab your, the sandwich and go, or whatever. So we went, and he told us which pizzas were the best. So we grabbed our pizzas, and we sat outside on a square, well, actually not in a square, but in the middle of the city with traffic going by, and ate delicious pizza.
And guess what? It's
Hey,
the
Kara.
spray for a wood. Really?
Video.
It's a wood.
It's gonna go on YouTube.
A wood whack.
Oh, good.
Wow.
What do you want me to eat? Spicy?
Yeah.
Look how
Try anything.
You can share your,
Spicy.
it's like a mirror.
Spicy. It's called picante mozzarella. It's really spicy though. You can definitely feel it on the tongue. That's the carbonara pizza. That's the onion and mozzarella pizza.
Really good.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which I like the best.
they're all good.
They're all excellent.
Tony, you're right. The spicy was spicy.
Oh my God, it was hot, huh?
My tongue is still feeling it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bite.
And you have a different one
I
there.
have, I don't know. It's delicious.
It looks like buffalo mozzarella and tomato.
Could be, yes, thank you.
Maybe.
Very good.
Tony had the spicy one too. I can
Oh my
still
God,
taste
my
it.
mouth's on fire.
Mine is still on fire too.
But it's worth it.
See where we are? And this is the view from where everybody's sitting.
Yeah.
You can see
Million Merrow, say hi.
where Caesar was assassinated. At those two cypress trees. And some ruins right in the middle.
So yeah, we're walking past a few people to get in here. And yeah, there's just a few people. There's the entrance to the museum. Pretty amazing. And we're still moving pretty good. I gotta keep up with the group. There's the entrance to the museum. Pretty amazing. And we're still moving pretty good. I gotta keep up with the group. So there's the museum entrance. And a lot of people and a lot of activity going on out here. We're waiting to go in now. It is. It's pretty huge. Alright, so that's us. There you go. Hey, say hi, Nadia. Hi. Oh, we're about to go in. About to go up to the museum. Up this big escalator to get in. We didn't get the audio, so we're just gonna wing it. Nadia's seen it all.
Okay, so here we go. We're walking through the Vatican, and of course there are several courtyards and different areas that we can explore. This is one of the first ones that we decided to go in and explore. You can actually see the backside of the dome from this area in the courtyard, and there's also I believe like a coffee shop or something in there.
What's this pineapple? It's like a pineapple. And we're in this courtyard. I take it we're not supposed to walk on the grass. Yeah, a little sign says something, but I think it says dogs only. And then they put a little restaurant in the middle. Nice place to
That's the
for
Sistine
lunch.
Chapel is in there.
But what is that? What is?
All right, and here we are again coming. This time it looks like we're heading out of one of the courtyards, heading back into one of the salons at the Vatican Museum, and coming into another courtyard just a little bit later. This is the one that has that big gold world type dome. I have no idea what that means. No idea. I should have done some research, but unfortunately did not. I just know it's a place where people rest and take a few minutes to just get some fresh air before heading back in and seeing some of the absolute antiquities.
Yeah, this is massively detailed and full size. It looks like they found a full size one. It's actually done in pieces.
But it's also the relief card.
Now, is this a repair or is this how they found it?
Well, they might have found it.
I wonder if they got it in sections. Huh.
Okay, so here we are heading toward another of the rotunda areas as we are proceeding the pathway that will ultimately end at the Sistine Chapel. And this is one of the most important rotundas you can see here. Look up at the ceiling, look up at the sky. It actually looks a lot like the interior of the Pantheon here. If you recall what the Pantheon would look like on the inside, we didn't go this time, but if you know the rotunda of the Pantheon, you can see that it was designed to be completely symmetrical as a dome with only the light entering through the center of the cone at the top. Okay, here we are advancing through the Vatican Museums, and we know we're advancing because we absolutely start seeing those ceilings. And I've been here several times in my life, and every time brings shivers up your spine as you start walking by and looking up at the ceilings, looking up at the walls. We pass by beautiful tapestries. We pass by beautiful, beautiful work. It's not a small thing when people say that the Vatican is one of the richest entities on earth. There are so many things here that are beyond being able to assign monetary value. I mean, the stuff that is encased in that museum and in the more than one museum, in their museums. I mean, they're only displaying a portion of the riches that the Catholic Church actually has in its possession. And to me, the fact that these things are protected forever, hopefully, of course, I'm saying this now in 2023, is amazing to me. It's also amazing to see just how many people in the world are interested in going to see this beautiful, beautiful place when they travel.
Okay. It's over to the left there.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get it in there somewhere. I hit the tree, but it went in the water.
That's good.
There you go. Here's a view from one of those open windows. The same courtyard. Opposite side. Pretty cool. It's quite the hallway. So I guess once upon a time, like a monk would have been walking through here all by himself, looking at all these statues and ceilings.
Not a monk, probably
A pope, cardinal. There you go. Some Catholic elite.
Isn't it?
I can't really get pictures. I'm just doing some videos of this relatively incredible hallway. Stop for a sec.
And here you have it. And as long as you do not use flash and you do not have a big selfie or something that would intrude or bother, and you are silent and don't add any disruption or don't cause any noise and confusion in a very sacred area, you can take some of these photos. You can take some of these videos. Not for long. You don't want to abuse the privilege. We actually were able to get a seat, which for me was very welcome after a long 2-hour walk through the museums, basically without sitting down even once. It's a long day when you visit, but you feel so full when you leave. It's beautiful. And I am so privileged and so honored and blessed in my life to have seen this beautiful ceiling several times, and I was glad to share it with my husband on this trip.